But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Butler. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the possession switches to Indianapolis. Here come the Colts. As you look forward for them, after 3 11-5 campaigns, back-to-back 8-8 seasons, missing the playoffs, but appears Chuck Pagano will be the head coach again. Many thought he might be on the way out.
He's staying. Brand new general manager in place. They'll have to work hand-in-hand together to keep improving the roster. But you just mentioned the back-to-back 8-8 seasons. In the AFC South, that only puts them about one game out of the playoffs. So if they can make any type of improvement, they have a chance to get back into the playoffs where they were for the previous 3 seasons.
To throw on second down is Locke. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Kendrick Golston coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Locke. And he's got Moncrief. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. On first down, it's Gore. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the gun, here's Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Good point you brought up before the game is you hear great quarterback-receiver duos. You think Manning, Beckham, Roethlisberger, Brown, Ryan, and Jones. But Luck and Hilton, how about these two? I mean, T.Y. led the league in yards in 2016.
And a lot of it done from the slot position. And he's one of those guys that can work inside, but they can also stick him outside. He can go deep and make big-time plays. T.Y. Hilton is Mr. Excitement with the ball in his hands.
Now a first down throw. Locke. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On first down, it's Locke. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dante Moncrief, 33 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. Well, the drive starts with Rob Kelly. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 55 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A first down throw for Cousins. Room here to run. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. And he's got Moncrief. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Locke. That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And with that, it's 2-minute warning time here, the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Frank Gore taking it in. And the Colts add on to their lead. Vinatieri now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. 1st down, here's Cousins. Dancing to, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Walden in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Cousins to throw it. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Cousins on 1st down. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Cousins now on second down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slam. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Defense showing blitz. Again, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Final play of the half. Cousins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Jordan Reed as time expires in the first half. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One receiver left is Hilton. Following the penalty, it's Gore. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Gore again here on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Oh, Brandon, this one hurts my heart as a former defensive back. Out in the open field, you've got a chance to get down this receiver. Instead, he breaks through you. You'll hear about this in the film room and from your teammates.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
To throw on second down is Luck. Allen has it left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Luck. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ryan Kerrigan in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long, it's Luck. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 37 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a second down throw for Cousins. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On third down, Cousins. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Give him 30 yards there.
There'll always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, That'll drive a team towards a victory.
Eluding the pressure right. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Detroit!
A second down throw for Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. On second and 10, Locke. Over the middle, Dorsett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's Locke. They go with a screen to Gore. They find some open field here. There goes Frank Gore. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And Luck hands this one off to Gore. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Dwayne Allen in motion. Throwing on third down, Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And fourth down coming up.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back now at FedEx Field. Second down, Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now they go screen. It's complete. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Luck gives to his running back, Gore. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. Shreds the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal drive.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting.
Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep. And he's got his man. That's Crowder for the Redskins touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 29 yards. And the interception by the Redskins. Deed leads to a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Carries up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Frank Gore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Boy, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone, and smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goalpost.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
Play action now. Cousins going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Butler. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. Play fake to Gore. It's locked. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And give them a gain of 37. And now a first down following that long gain. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Luck now on second down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Luck going to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their big tight end, 45 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Here we go.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go.
This is Kelly. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins finding time. Now again his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
3 down. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one. And Luck opting not to run a play. He's going to take a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now, Luck. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end.
Not here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan. No fighting and no...
Pop and knock it when I'm at extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intention.